Hi, I'm Jamey Lane, and in the next 30 minutes, you're going to get some valuable information on strategy, social media management, and SEO. At the end of the webinar, I will be sending you a transcript of what we have discussed, as well as my contact details should you need more info on what we at Sterling can do for you. Now, I know there are distractions all around us, but what we are about to share can change your life. We really don't want you to miss a single crucial step. So please make a commitment to stay focused. Can you do that for yourself? Close your Facebook, stop checking emails, turn off your cell phone, send the kids to their rooms, and give us your complete attention. Are you ready? You can post your questions throughout the webinar and we will definitely answer them after.
So I'm the Senior Sales and Marketing Specialist at Sterling, and I've been with Sterling for about 7 months now, and it's honestly been one of the most amazing opportunities ever. But before Sterling, I was in the sales and marketing industry for about 10 years, and through many trials and tribulations, I have found many things that works for me and the companies that I've worked for. So I've honed my experiences and decided to put it all at good use at Sterling. Now, with that being said, I thought let me help other people as well. So I've had a huge attraction towards psychology and sales and marketing, and therefore decided to get my diploma in coaching and counseling. So I didn't just have to do, but I can also teach others to do as well. Now I want to play a little imagination game. Imagine your company in 5 years. Imagine you have the best marketing strategy with an amazing following and website. Imagine your company is a huge success. Is it everything you ever wanted? Can you see it? If yes, stay tuned, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Also, please feel free to post any questions during the webinar, and we will run through it at the end. So let's jump right into strategy. A marketing strategy is a long-term game plan for your business to help you achieve your sustainable competitive advantage by understanding the needs and wants of your competitors. This strategy includes everything from how the company positions itself, creativity, partners, media relations, and so on. It should include the company's value proposition, key brand message, data on target audience, and customer demographic on all your high-level elements. Now, sometimes some company owners lose track of their overall goals. They lose track of their target audience and the main points that their products or services should solve for their customers. When that happens, your tactics can lose its effectiveness, and therefore, a marketing strategy should not just be forgotten, an old document at the back of your filing cabinet. It should be your most vital element, that element that will help you discover your company's top goals and objectives and ways to achieve them. Now that we understand what a strategy is and how important it is, let's move on to social media management. This is a strategy that involves the process of creating content, scheduling and publishing the content, interacting with users, growing reach, and managing the social performances. The strategy helps you build relationships with customers and have some relevant content out there in the world. Sounds easy, right? Well, let's look at some of the tasks that a social media manager is responsible for. So the first thing that they're responsible for, they need to identify your target audience and research their preference, interest, and needs. They need to make sure what social sites works best for your company. Look at the product or services you want to offer and decide which platforms would suit you best. For instance, LinkedIn is more for professionals, whereas Facebook is more for selling. They need to create a calendar for your content, and they need to make sure that it gets published at the best times. For example, we use Monday.com. They also need to be interactive with all the possible leads that you may receive through your social media campaigns. And they need to increase your social media reach. There's so much more that a social media management has to do. And with that, You can be glued to your computer for hours on end. And if you don't manage it properly, your social media will definitely start managing you. Now this definitely works because it helps you keep track of algorithms, changes, and new trends within the platform, but also adapts to your strategy and the content based on the latest update. Engagement in social media is very necessary. An employee posting at random on your social media profiles having no plan will do a disservice to your brand. If that's your current state of being, I strongly advise that you go back to the drawing board. In many ways, this approach can do greater harm than good. This is why engagement is so important. Protect your reputation and help your customers. A social media manager is constantly on high alert to each message, review, and comment happening within that social media regarding your brand. Not only do they have the right processes in place, but they're aware of how to conduct themselves within the platform representing the brand. The action of responding to a comment, whether it's good or bad, should also be done with a certain time frame. The sooner the better. Your brand can either help solve problem for an existing or future customer or client, or make someone respect how your brand conducts itself on social media. They also grow your audience. Think of your social media audience as your ambassadors, who would help share the benefits of using your brand's products. As your audience grows, the credibility of your brand grows, and not only that, but the trust grows too. Reporting and tracking. Having a manager who's in charge of all your social media efforts can help you improve an existing campaign. But a social media manager can also keep your brand agile, switching objectives, creatives, or content if your current efforts aren't doing as well as they could be. The social media manager will check their campaigns regularly, turning underperforming ads off and optimizing other campaigns to make sure your money is being well spent and your goals are being met. The social media manager will look at campaigns over time and will know if the tactic is becoming fatigued or if the strategy should be adjusted. This provides tremendous value at the end of the month reporting, as they will provide documentation telling a story of what was executed that month, how well did it compare to previous month, what should be done next, and sometimes campaigns will have a continuous success and lead to other great ideas, which wouldn't necessarily be the case if you didn't have someone dedicated to these efforts around the clock. With all this being said, a social media manager is important because managing social media properly is essential to drive users' attention to your brand. Social media presence is a must for every brand nowadays. It helps connect with prospects and communicates messages through different channels: ads, sponsored posts, influencers marketing, and so on. Now, with regards to social media, I know some of you may have some false beliefs in place, but let's look at the top myths and see if we can debunk them for you today. Number one, it's a waste of money. Now, there's no denying that doing socials properly means investing a whole chunk of cash. But there's a clear ROI, return on investment, for most companies doing it well too. Moving your customer service to a social media makes it more accessible to customers and easier to monitor if you have the right tech in place. Then there's a chance to talk in a more personalized way to your audience and show your values and brand personality regularly through your content, something marketers could only dream of before social media. The bottom line, if your business makes the most out of social media with the right tools, it's very likely to be money well spent. Number two, it'll damage your reputation. When your brand's on socials, it's true that more people see the bad stuff, but they also see the good. With that also means that you can show how you deal with those problems in public. When you turn a complaint into a positive outcome on a public forum, people everywhere can see that you tackled a difficult situation head on and gave great service. That'll improve your reputation and not damage it. And remember, without social media, you'll have no reputation at all. And that's a lot worse. Number three, it's a security risk. You might be worried about keeping track of all those login details and who can access your social accounts. And what about hackers getting hold of passwords? Password control and security aren't subjects to be taken lightly. But with the right management tech in place, fewer individuals need account logins, and you can track and control who has access. Number 4, you'll lose track or control of your messaging. If your business doesn't have an official social media presence, I can almost guarantee that an initiative taking employee will set up their own, and this might not be a good thing. So you need to take the lead. Failing to engage with socials at a company-wide strategic level means that someone else controls your brand name. And that could mean silly memes like cat videos or, you know, strong videos or whatever. Take control of socials and protect the message you want to put out. Number 5, it's just for marketing. Now, yes, social media is an important promo and comms tool, but that's not the only thing it's good for. It's also a key weapon in your customer service armory. Social media is the place to show your values and how you do business, so it should be front and center of your customer service ops. It's a great arena in which to deal with queries and complaints because you're actively showing you care about your customers. You're taking action to get their problems nipped in the bud. Number 6, our customers aren't on social media. Sorry, but they are. There are now over 200 million users on Twitter and more than 2.5 billion on Facebook, more than 1,500 billion on Instagram, and more than 500 million on LinkedIn. And your customers are most definitely amongst them. So you need to be there too. With great strategy and social media marketing campaign in place, there are some more things we need to look at to ensure all of this works for your company. Amongst those things are SEO. Now, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's the process of taking steps to help a website or a piece of content rank higher on Google. The key difference between SEO and paid advertising is that SEO involves organic ranking, which means you don't have to pay to be in that spot. To make it simpler, search engine optimization means taking a piece of online content and optimizing it so search engine like Google show it towards the top of the page when someone searches for something. When you're thinking about SEO, then you need to remember the crucial elements of SEO marketing, like keywords. Long gone are the days when keywords were the only SEO techniques that mattered. But that doesn't mean that they aren't still a crucial step. The difference today is keywords must be well researched, carefully chosen, and judiciously used in content in order to be effective. Keywords are words and phrases that potential clients use to find content, and the brands can then use it to connect with potential clients that are looking for products or services. When undertaking the key steps of keywords research, it's important to look for ones that have high search rates and low competition, and to choose a short tail keyword such as dog, a long tail keyword such as terrier puppies for sale, and local keywords such as puppies for sale in Clarksville to work with your content. Along with the primary or seed keywords, you should also have the secondary and tertiary keywords, as they will still offer the value to your business. Finally, use keywords to optimize all of your titles, URL, and other on-page SEO elements. You also need to look at content. Content is a vital part of SEO because it is the vehicle you use to reach and engage audiences. Knowing your angle and crafting content that fits is essential. Today's content must be educational but also interesting, relevant, and shareable. So content comes in a variety of forms, which includes web page content, videos, blogs, infographics, podcasts, how-to guides, social media posts, and many, many more. You also need to look at off-page SEO. So off-page SEO involves external optimization practices that happen away from your site rather than on it. The main technique used for off-page SEO is backlink building. And since quality backlink building to your site from external sites tell engines that your site is valuable and high quality, which help to build authority. There are many tactics in backlink building, and some of the current best practices include guest blogging, creating lots of infographics that will be highly shared, and using influencer marketing in your content. Next is local SEO. Local SEO is becoming increasingly important. as more and more people use mobile devices for search. These days, 60% of all searches are performed on a mobile device, and nearly half of those searches have local intent. So let's say you own a restaurant. Then local SEO would ensure that when people in your area went looking for the best restaurants in town, they'll come across your site. Along with using keywords, other local SEO best practices include claiming directory listings, creating location-specific pages for your sites, and creating pages for your business on Google, My Business, local directories, and Google Maps. Then, search engine marketing. Now, search engine marketing refers to paid marketing efforts, and it includes things like native ads, Google AdWords, social media ads, pay-per-click, Google shopping ads, display ads, and more. Although SEM isn't always a major component of comprehensive SEO strategies, it does have its place as it can help you reach new and highly targeted audience. You can also make your SEO and SEM work together very well. Then there's visibility and rankings. One of the most important functions of SEO is increasing visibility, which means making it easier for your prospects to find you when they search for something you have to offer. Visibility is directly related to your ranking. The higher you rank on search engine results pages, the more likely potential clients will see you and click through to your site. So it's key to increase your organic page ranking. The more effective your SEO efforts, the higher your ranking and the better your visibility, which is especially important when you consider that a quarter of web users never click past the first serve. For instance, if you write a blog and you use many different keywords and link it back to your website, then the main goal of SEO is web traffic. You increase traffic when you increase visibility and rankings. Consider this for a moment. The number one spot on Google search gets nearly 32% of clicks, and moving up just one spot in search results can increase your CTR, your click-through rate, by an amazing 30.8%. The golden grail for many marketers is the featured snippet, which is often referred to as position number 0, as it appears right above the first ranked URL. This is usually content that's taken from landing pages, on a blog that answers questions people are searching for, and can give your organic click-through a huge boost. So if you want more people to find your website through a search engine, then you need to use SEO practices that will help you rank amongst the top 5 positions, ideally number 1.
With all that being said, it's important to look at all the aspects of marketing and sales if you want to be a success in any industry. With these 3 marketing tactics, your range, ranking, and traffic will grow exponentially, and you will see results. But always keep in mind to stay true to your brand and yourself while going through any marketing venture. Let me ask you one final question. I've now gone through 3 of the core marketing tools. I would like you to think about this question and be honest with yourself. After hearing all this info, do you really think that your marketing is working for you? Think of the imagination game we played earlier. Now think of the info I have provided. Is your marketing working for you? Can you still see your very successful business in 5 years with your current marketing strategy? I sincerely hope you can. But if you can't, if you see difficult obstacles in your way, then contact us at Sterling at the end of the webinar so we can discuss how we can be assistants to each other. And yes, as promised, I will be sending you my details as well as a transcript of what we have discussed. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope this has helped. Until next time, bye.